We welcome you back live to Norman, Oklahoma, here from the Nxtpro YouTube channel. I am Bridger Cruz, and with me, Tyler Brewer. It is day 3 of this Nxtpro session in Omaha before a long break in June, and these two teams trying to make the best of their final games of the weekend. It's Mo Legacy 17U in the blue and gray uniforms, and then it's YGC in the white and baby blue uniforms. 17U game should be a good one. Tyler, what are your thoughts coming into this one?
You know, I'm just looking forward to seeing some great basketball. We had an absolute thriller for the first game of the day with an overtime game. Big comeback there, but it didn't end up being fulfilled, I guess. Team Oklahoma came out great. They shot the lights out here, so I'm kind of looking for much of the same. I want to see some offense in this one. I said last game I wanted to see some defense, but screw that. I like points. Points sell.
Now let's get some points, man. Let's have an exciting game, and this one should be good. For Legacy, with the big man down low, it'll be a mostly guard-heavy lineup for them. And then for YGC, a little bit of height and athleticism. Pairing together, it should be fun for both of these teams. They're well-coached. They're good teams, and we should have a good one on hand today. Again, it's the young Game Changers, Marcus Smart's team, with the white uniforms, with the light blue trim around the jerseys. And then for Legacy, it is the gray uniforms with that royal blue. You can see Smith, number 1, in that gray uniform. Last name on the back of the jersey. And the tip is off, and Legacy wins it. And let's play some basketball. Legacy with it. First offensive possession will be a college line 3. Not strong enough. Rebound by the young Game Changers. Taking the ball up for them, that's Caden Claiborne. Claiborne passes it out. He gets it back at the top of the key. Now surveying around, swings the basketball over. Losing it out of bounds, a foul called. And it's going to go on Grayson Smith of Mo Legacy. So the young Game Changers then inbound underneath their own basket. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. A standalone three-pointer hits off the front of the iron, and rebound pulled down by William Bogus. Big man down low. They're going to need him to have a big game commanding space down low in the paint. Now quickly for the young Game Changers, the reverse layup won't go, but a foul call.
Love the speed of the game that we're playing so far. Both teams coming out the gates fast. Hasn't resulted in points yet, but once those shots start falling, we're in for a treat today.
At the line, getting ready to shoot some free throws, that's Daniel Briscoe. So Briscoe hits his first. Hits his second as well. And first 2 points of the game have been scored less than a minute in. Now for the young Game Changers. Claiborne looking for it inside. Instead, it's a turnover. William Bogus going to handle the rock, and he gets it back to his point guard.
Great heads-up play from Bogus there, getting the steal.
Frederick Taylor with the basketball. He just hit his 2 free throws. Inside to Bogus again. He'll go to work, commanding space. Pump fakes, loses the basketball, and it's a turnover. The young Game Changers get themselves a takeaway. Now on the other end, a smooth move from Rushton Budge. Can't hit the shot, but the offensive rebound leading to points from Devin Lineberger. All tied up at 2. Quickly down the other end, and it's clockwork offense from Caden Asbury. 4-2, and you're already seeing the pressure come in from Grayson Smith of Legacy. Spot-up jumper will fall. Devin Lineberger again from that short corner spot.
And I like the decision from Bogus there to let him take that. Seemed content with keeping the paint locked down, giving up the mid-range there, but now you have to honor it. Great shot make there.
It's another turnover for Legacy. The young Game Changers trying to make the most of this opportunity. Budge inside. Nobody stopped him. Smith got beat. Nobody came in on the help defense. Into the corner, driving around, it's Asbury, and a quick first step for Asbury. Spot up three-pointer in transition, not strong enough. It was put up initially by Alex Jacob. Then the other way for Legacy, a tough-looking layup for Rashawn McDonald. 8-6, Legacy a 2-point advantage. Now inside the feed into the paint. Fighting around, can't make the shot initially. It's Devin Lineberger. Ball goes out of bounds and will stay right here with the young game changers.
Now I want to give props to Caden Asbury. He made that layup on the other end, sprinted down the floor, got back on defense, and held YGC to a transition three that ended up being no good. His effort there, a major reason why they were able to get a stop and able to try and build on the lead.
YGC gets the inbound, handling the basketball. That's Caden Claiborne. Claiborne going by Bogus and feeding it inside. The shot won't fall. That's a good defensive concession from Caden Asbury. Now Asbury taking it coast to coast. Misses the clip. He wanted the goaltend. Spot up three-pointer in transition. Not enough, goes off front iron. Up ahead pass to Asbury. He'll have another chance at it to redeem himself, and he gets blocked. Derek Ozabase with the big block. Now Ozabase driving inside. He'll kick it back out. On the left wing, the three ball again goes off front iron. Kind of a familiar spot right now for the young game changers. We've seen a ton of shots hit off there and rattle off.
Yeah, it just hasn't fallen for him yet, but we've seen teams, as the games go on, they're able to find their shot, kind of settle into the game, you know. It's a close one right now, highly contested between these two squads, so I'm looking to see both teams bring the best out of each other.
Asbury jogs up the court, puts up the three-pointer. Offensive rebound pulled down by Oliver Martin. So another chance at it here for Legacy. Up by 2, 8-6 now inside, beating his man, and it rimming out by Frederick Taylor. Doesn't get much closer than that, Tyler.
It does not, as we see a little carry action there, but Legacy just unfortunately not making their layups early in this game. Asbury had 2 get blocked from him. He wanted 1 to be a goaltend. But then that missed layup right there is a great layup, just highly contested. Look for those to start falling too.
Jogging up the court now, trying to make the play. It's another turnover by Legacy. Inside for the young game changers, it's Ozabase. Getting fouled, and he'll head to the charity stripe to shoot 2. It's been a fast start to the game, Tyler. I think that'd be the best word to describe it. And a lot of good moves have been made. The shots just not falling early.
Absolutely, and you talk about that fast pace. Both these teams have plenty of depth on the bench, so if their guys get tired, they can just put in a whole new lineup, get some guys in there to run the floor, play some defense. It's going to be a fun one, going to be a fast one too.
Ozabase misses his second free throw, so he'll split the pair. Legacy trying to go quickly. That's Turner. Turner kicks it back out. Top of the key, long three-point shot. Won't fall from Rashawn McDonald. Ball fought over. And it'll stay right here with Legacy. Legacy's done a good job, too, contesting all of those rebounds, and they've gotten a lot of extra possessions.
Absolutely, and they're going to understand that a 3-ball miss was probably going to go a little long there. They put themselves in the right position to make a play.
Asbury, his jumper won't go, again off that front iron. Jane Lewis passes it out, and the three-pointer again, this time off the back of the rim for Drew Howard. Turner to inbound, 11:05 remaining. Asbury with the basketball. That ball knocked away by Martin. Young game changers will take it away. Ball knocked away from Daniel Briscoe. Now the inbound for YGC, taking a little bit of time, they get it in. Inside, nearly an and one opportunity for Drew Howard as he continues to carve out space inside. Howard with his first free throw. And again, Tyler, both teams struggling to score the basketball. 10:43 remaining, only 8-7, a low-scoring affair early. And I'm sure there's a lot of reasons to that. But I think the big one right now is going to be whichever team can really start scoring consistently and start building up that lead. It's going to look good for them. Asbury's layup's knocked away. The ball nearly knocked out of bounds by Legacy, and it'll end up being a turnover by the young game changers. It's a good play by Turner, causing chaos, and you see Jalen Lewis hit the deck. And a technical foul will be called on Caden Asbury.
Yeah,
So
not sure what that one was for. Didn't get to see the play. However, I wanted to go back to your point about the free throws. They matter. We saw it with Team Oklahoma. They had a big lead all throughout the game, but in the clutch, when they were getting fouled, they were not making their free throws, resulted in overtime and almost resulted in a big comeback. Team Oklahoma was able to come out and get that win, though. But that just proves that these free throws are going to matter.
So Asbury called for the technical. I'm not sure what he did. It looked like from here there wasn't anything. He didn't do anything, but the big thing is we can't hear what he said. For a technical foul to be called that quickly, you wonder what was said.
Yeah, and Asbury was upset a little earlier in the game. He had 2 layups that he wanted to goaltend on, didn't get the call. So that could have been the start of it all. Wasn't really watching, though, on that technical. So, yeah, didn't really get to see or hear what he might have said.
The young game changers to inbound, up by 1 now, 9-8. They've finally taken the lead. That ball's inbounded. They find Quentin Proctor. Wonder if he's related to Tyrese Proctor, Duke sharpshooter. Either way, a foul will be called. It'll fall on Daniel Briscoe. Pretty obvious for Briscoe. He was trying to set that screen, and what he was trying to do was either set the screen and roll off of it or pop back out. And he just, I mean, it was a two-handed shove. But getting back, man, Quentin Proctor, if he could be related to Tyrese Proctor, that'd be pretty cool.
Would be pretty cool. And I do like that the refs are setting the precedent early here. They're not going to allow any moving screens or any of that unnecessary contact.
Tyrese Proctor, what an athlete. He was fun in March Madness this year. Getting to watch him just pick up our defenses, and, man, he was shooting electric. That's a great play, too. Owes a base. Lays it in nicely, and he's heading to the line. That entire Duke team, Tyler. That Duke team was special. Con Knuppel, Tyrese Proctor. Then, obviously, future #1 pick in Dallas Maverick, Cooper Flagg.
Don't even get me started on how the Mavericks got that #1 overall pick.
Saved Nico Harris's job.
It might have. You talk about March Madness, though. That's kind of the fun part about this league, especially when the Nxtpro teams go against some of the Pro 16 teams, is it's kind of like March Madness. You can see upsets any given weekend. We got to see an upset last week in the Pro 16 showcase in the live period. It was the Australian team taking down AO Flight. AO Flight at the time was the #1 ranked Pro 16 team, but they got upset in one of their first games on Saturday.
It was quite the game. It's Team Australia, and they're the Nxtpro team. They come down for about 3 or 4 weeks out of the year to come play their basketball, come get recruited. Really a cool story for them. They're a bunch of guys that they don't care what level it's at. They're looking for scholarships, and I tell you what, Tyler, that game helped put them on the map.
It did, and they made a statement that game, absolutely. And, yeah, I was able to talk to some of the Team Australia players after that game. They say they only come down for the live period, so it's real fun to be able to see them come down. They were in Wichita, Kansas, quite the time difference, but it did not matter.
Yeah, they adjusted to it well. They were in Memphis the week before talking to coach, and then they were in Memphis, and then they stuck around. So now it's the young game changers with the basketball. Dancing around. Plenty of time. It's kicked out to the corner. Ozabase looking around, goes for the step through. Gets his own rebound. Undeniable. It was a good move from him at first. Couldn't finish it. Had enough tenacity to get his own rebound, and then he made up for it.
Yeah, did a great job splitting that double team there, getting himself a look.
And a good move right on the other end. That's Traylon Robitaille. So Robitaille makes a good move. Now he hands it back over to Ozabase. Ozabase back inside for the floater. That was Drew Howard. Howard can't finish it off, and Legacy will take the basketball. Legacy with it, 8:40 remaining in this first half. Turner, the step-through move again, and in and out it goes. Young game changers with the basketball. Quentin Proctor picks up his dribble, hands it inside. Going to work is Devin Lineberger, and he lays it in. Lineberger getting big inside.
Both teams trying to get into the paint to get their buckets early on here. Going to be a physical contest going forward. Already 12 total fouls in this game.
Legacy with the basketball. Frederick Taylor commanding the offense. Now Smith with it. Smith at the top of the key. He'll hand it back to Taylor, and we are officially halfway through half number one. Taylor with it. 1 second left on the shot clock, and he beats it. Coach looking for the end one. He won't get that, but he'll get the 2 points. 13-12, a 1-point advantage for the young game changers. Tough defense on the perimeter, and it's going to go back to Legacy. Taylor stripping the ball away from Quentin Proctor.
Absolutely, and a great job there too. Making sure it goes off of Proctor before it went out of bounds. Heads up play there for Legacy.
Legacy to inbound, and they're just playing denial basketball at this point. They do not want Daniel Briscoe to get a hold of the ball. Shot missed by William Bogus. Now it's back down the other way for the young game changers. Rushton Budge, he'll be fouled. And the foul will be assessed to Grayson Smith. Tyler, we've been in Norman now 3 nights.
2 nights for me.
2 nights for you, 3 nights for me. We've had some good food. We went to Valero last night. We went to Louis Bar and Grill the night before that. Any other food recommendations? We've saw Louis. It was good bar and grill. You got, what'd you get? You got a burger?
At Louis, I got that burger. It was the Theta burger. It was real good. Little barbecue burger with a little mayo on it. It was quite nice, honestly, Bridger.
What'd you get at Valero's?
Valero's, I got that mushroom rigatoni. It was real good. Didn't love the portions. Wish I had a little bit more because it was so good. Didn't want it to be done. But got to try a little bit of Logan Eby's deep dish pizza. That was great. And then you had that spicy rigatoni, Bridger, and it might have been playing a factor on you in the first game today.
It was pretty good. You know, I really enjoyed that spicy rigatoni. And like you said, we got to try Logan's Detroit-style pizza as well. It was good. I mean, I enjoyed Valero's. I enjoyed Louis'. Some good food down here in Norman. I want to try the Garage. I don't think we'll have time to today, but that looks good. It's a little burger joint. You can find a lot of food at. I think that'd be a fun one to try next time I'm down here.
That would be a great one, and I would love to be back here in Norman, Oklahoma someday to be able to try that with you.
We'll have to come back down again. And another thing, you've never even tried a Waffle House. We got to get you at some point to a Waffle House.
I've not been to a Waffle House, but I will tell you, I'm a big IHOP guy. Love my
Which
IHOP.
is, IHOP is so much worse than Waffle House. IHOP is fine. It has its place. But Waffle House is generationally better than IHOP is.
Let me tell you, when you have an 8-hour layover in the Dallas-Fort Worth airport, IHOP is where you need to go.
It is good, yeah.
Get a good deal there, too, honestly, for airport food. Real nice.
I remember you telling me that, too, that it was very, very good eats at the IHOP. But I just can't believe you denied our offer to go to Waffle House. We gave you the invitation. All of us were ready to go. And you just did not take our invitation to go to Waffle House, even though you'd never been.
You know, I had just woken up and just wasn't quite ready to
But what
conquer
better
today.
way to start off a day than with some Waffle House? Because I can tell you there is no better way to start a day than with Waffle House in basketball. That's an elite start to a day.
I'll give you that.
And now back to basketball. Legacy's got it. Bogus at the free throw line. He'll take some dribbles, kick it back out. Asbury, three-pointer left wing, off the side of the rim. It'll fall out of bounds. And a foul is going to end up being called.
And after the tech, we haven't gotten to see much of Asbury, but he has been great to start this game, slashing into the paint, getting up some great looks at the basket, hoping that he's able to keep out of foul trouble and stay in the game.
He has been great. He's been fun to watch thus far. And with 5:45 remaining here in the first, the young game changers will calmly dribble the basketball up. It's Caden Claiborne. Spot up three-pointer. That'll go. Good looking shot from Claiborne. 14-19. The young game changers find themselves with a 5-point advantage over Legacy. Asbury nearly loses the handle. He'll take the jumper. And it's boarded out by the young game changers. Lost the handle. It'll stay here with YGC. Alex Jacob with the basketball. Jacob again, three-pointer covered by Asbury, won't matter. Alex Jacob, a hand in his face, he's still gonna bury the triple. 22-14, it's an 8-point advantage.
YGC starting to find their shot from beyond the arc. Could be dangerous here for Legacy.
Caden Asbury with it, he'll kick it back out. Now at the top of the key, taking that three-pointer is Oliver Martin. Martin's shot won't fall, just a bit outside. And YGC will take over.
What a movie that is, Major League. Have you seen that one, Bridger?
Oh, yeah.
There you
It's
go.
such a quotable movie.
Really is. Gotten to watch it about 3 times within the past year. It's on YouTube right now.
It is?
Oh yeah, you can watch it free with ads.
That might be, that might happen when I get back. I got, what, a 7-hour drive, and then I might watch some Major League. On a timeout taken by Legacy as we continue to watch basketball. As it was a great three taken by Alex Jacob. And with that timeout, we'll take a timeout right along with him. I'm Bridger Cruz, with me, Tyler Brewer, on the Nxtpro YouTube channel. Back out of the break, it's Legacy with the basketball. 4:17 remaining in half number one. Legacy just took the timeout. They find themselves trailing by 9. YGC's really started to heat up from the three-point line, and they're continuing to score, and it's becoming a problem for Legacy. Caden Asbury hands it back to Turner. Bogus, his three-pointer, big man from deep. Too strong. Too many push-ups for William Bogus. Now for YGC in transition, the three ball, that'll do it. More sharp shooting from YGC, and Daniel Briscoe cashes in. Asbury. Well, I don't know if he was trying to go off the bank, but way too strong. Makes it 28-14, a 14-point advantage, and the ball deflected by Martin.
That ball almost interfered with a shot over on court 3.
Always scary when those balls go flying in because the last thing you want is an ankle or an injury or something to be affected by a basketball rolling on the court. Alex Jacob with it on the right wing. Jacob handing it back off patiently to Caden Claiborne. Over to Rushton, Budge to Claiborne. Claiborne feeding it inside. Jacob from the elbow. Doesn't get the shooter's bounce, but the rebound put back. That'll do. Rushton Budge forcing his way inside, and it's a 16-point advantage, 30-14. Inside again, hard contact as Martin bounces off the big body of Devin Lineberg.
An unstoppable force just met an immovable object there, and it results in a foul call. Going to be a 1-and-1 coming up here for Legacy.
And for Martin, down by 16, 30-14. Much needed free throws coming here. Even if you can just hit one of them, to see the ball go through the basket can help with the confidence.
Absolutely it can.
Martin hits his first. And a cool thing with Nxtpro and these teams is they allow the teams to design their own jerseys. So they have full creative control over these jerseys. And these are two really greatly designed jerseys. For the young game changers, they always have some fun jersey combos. I've seen the white from them. I've seen that baby blue. I've seen a yellow. So I've seen a lot from them. But Legacy, I like this gray color with the blue. It pops.
I like a very simple design, you know. When done right, it'll look really, really good. Legacy has done it right. The stripe down the side looks excellent. And then as for the young game changers, I love the font they got on the front. It looks great. And then the line in between the numbers. It's a great jersey matchup we got
It
here.
is. It's a good-looking jersey. And even the YGC logo, too. I really like their logo. Free throw rims out from Lineberger. Now with 2:55 remaining, it's Legacy. Down by 15 points, trying to work their way back into this game. Taylor, a quick move, trying to feed it inside to Bogus. It's a turnover. YGC on the break. Kicking it out. The three-point shot will go up from the corner. And it'll bounce around, pulled down by Bogus. Was shot initially by Budge. Now Taylor the basketball. Over to Bogus. Bogus thought about the three. Bogus getting harassed. Coach wanting the foul. And now the young game changers. A chance now to move in transition. Alex Jacob misses the shot, gets his own rebound, and the ball bounces off the face of Legacy, and they get it back. So 30-15, bit of a scoring drought, and now Asbury was fouled, so he'll head to the line for the 1-on-1.
And with another trip to the free throw line coming up, Bridger, I want to ask you some of your road trip advice. You got a 7-hour drive ahead of you here all the way back to Kennesaw, Nebraska. So how do you manage that road trip while you're driving?
I try to be productive during it. So like since I work for Nxtpro, if there are any shows that I haven't watched, anything that I haven't watched, I like to turn that on. I'll listen to that in the car. And then if I'm not doing that, there's always new music to listen to. And then there's always something basketball related I could be watching, either basketball or volleyball. There's either a podcast, a game, always something to be doing in the car to keep me busy. And then food-wise, you got to be tactical about your food. And it's important what you can get at the gas station. So go-to gas station snacks for you, Tyler. You go in, you need something quick. What are you getting?
You know, gas station snacks, I have a little rotation. I like getting those Little Debbie donuts
Those
mixed
are good.
with either a Monster or a Body Armor. Just depends on how unhealthy I want to eat that day or drink that day. But, you know, I'm more of I go to a gas station that has a place attached. I'm a Subway merchant, love the
Okay.
McDonald's that are attached to them. So I go to those a lot too.
And I tell you what, you go to KU, so Quick Trips, those are like the greatest things ever. You go to a Quick Trip, are you getting a taquito? Are you getting a roller dog?
So I have dabbled with the soft shell chicken tacos, but honestly, Bridger, I haven't gone to too many Quick Trips. See, I drive along the K10, the little toll road in Kansas. So in the median of those roads, you're gonna have a Love's that normally has like a place attached. And so whenever I go there, I'm normally getting gas at the Love's. I go in and I get myself some food either at the gas station, those little Debbie's I was talking about, or I get whatever food is attached with that. But I just kind of go with the convenience side of things there.
Sounds like the move. I'm going to have to try that out, but I tell you what, the go-to place for me on road trips through Kansas and Oklahoma, if I need somewhere, I got to sit down a little bit, got to take a break from driving, I'm going to Brahms.
Brahms is not bad. Love the ice cream there. They got some good root beer floats there too, don't they, Bridger?
They do. They have great root beer floats. It's all cheap. And I tell you, I like their burgers. I like the food at Brahms a lot. That's become a go-to spot for me since I've been traveling a lot for Nxtpro. Brahms has become kind of a go-to spot.
Now, White Castle is not a place that's really in the Kansas or Nebraska area. Have you ever had it before?
I've never had White Castle.
Okay, that'll make what I'm about to say. White Castle is probably the craziest road food I've ever had. Their sliders there, very interesting, but they were weirdly good, kind of like a McDonald's cheeseburger there.
It kind of gives me the vibe of, like you said, the McDonald's cheeseburger, and it shouldn't be good and it shouldn't work, but it does. Now Alex Jacob can finish his shot. He'll get back out to Bogus and Asbury in a transition. But like I was saying, it shouldn't be as good as it is, but it wouldn't shock me that they are as good as they are, much like the McDonald's cheeseburger.
And it's very hit or miss depending on the location you go to.
Floater, now to fall, good-looking bucket for Robitaille. Less than a minute remaining now. YGC with the basketball. Alex Jacobs swinging it back out to Excuse me. And for YGC, needing a score here, up by 10, trying to head into halftime with the momentum. Still up by 10. You'd like to keep this a double-digit lead, preferably, and it's Daniel Briscoe. Kicks it back out to Ozabase. Ozabase can't finish off the three. Briscoe gets the rebound. Long pass inside. Ozabase gets it, hands it back off to Claiborne.
What a pass behind the back over the head.
And hitting the three ball, rewarding the pass, Rushton Butch. That's all set up, though, from Ozabase. Flying in, making the play, and catching that basketball. Now 18 seconds left. 35-22. It's a 13-point advantage for YGC. Legacy. 13 seconds left. Got to do something with it. Taylor driving in. Euro step. It rims out. Claiborne pulls it down. Alex Jacob with the basketball. Ball goes awry. Now inside, and Taylor's foul. Chaos ensues the last final seconds, and Taylor's going to the line.
Taylor's been getting a little bit beat up this game. He had the ball go off his head one time when Asbury was trying to save it from going out of bounds. There he gets hacked a little bit, but he'll head to the line. He's got to lock in and make these free throws.
Taylor misses his first. And with 2.9 left, if you're Legacy, you've got to try to get yourself an offensive board. See if you can't go into the half a little bit of momentum. That is if Taylor misses the free throw. So Taylor hits it for YGC. 2.9 seconds left. Half court lob, and it goes off into the other court. So that'll do it, 35-23, a 12-point advantage for YGC as they get red hot from the three-point line to end half number one. We'll be back for half two on the Nxtpro YouTube channel after the break. Welcome back. I'm Bridger Cruz. With me, Tyler Brewer, live from Norman, Oklahoma, for another Puma Nxtpro session. And this is the last one until a long break the entire month of June. The circuit goes on break. It allows teams to get some rest, get some practice in. It allows everybody to kind of take a big deep breath and relax and get ready to go until a big month in July. So Tyler, what are you planning on doing in the month of June?
You know, I'm going to be working a good amount. I'm going to be trying to just get my money up a little bit, but I'm taking a little trip out to New York City. So that'll be fun, looking to go to maybe some comedy clubs, see all the sights that there are to see, but that'll be a lot of fun. Bridger, how about you?
Well, Tyler, you ever been to New York City?
I have not.
Oh, okay. So when you're going to New York City, $1 pizza spots are not worth it. We're seeing a lot of conversation being had right now, and some tempers are flaring. So that's between Caden Claiborne and Robitaille. Excuse me, that's kept Asbury too, so everybody's kind of getting into it for these two teams. So there's kind of always been some feuding going on between these teams, but now it seems like it's really kind of boiled over.
And the main thing of concern right now, especially for Legacy, is Asbury might have gotten a second technical foul, which would not be boding well for him.
No, wouldn't you? He'd be ejected from the game. So coaches are going to have a conversation about it.
You're talking about New York City a little bit ago, though, Bridger.
So
got any good recommendations?
I do. I got some good ones for you. I got to figure out right now if Asbury will be ejected, because they're trying to figure out who is laying down, who will get technicals or what they'll do right now.
Well, my thing is, I don't even think Asbury was really involved in the play.
I don't think he was,
It was Taylor who reached for the ball, trying to get it away from Caden Claiborne. And that's when the words were exchanged. Looks like Asbury will stay in the game.
We're going to play on.
No techs. Oh.
Okay. So we got our answer. It's Claiborne and Taylor both pick up technicals. It's just a double technical. And we'll play on. That's a right call. Give both of them a text, set the precedence, and call it a day. So now for Legacy with the basketball. It's McDonald. His three ball rims out. Taylor trying to pull down the board. That'll be last touched by Devin Lineberger. And I do got some recommendations for you. I've been there once. I really enjoyed it. $1 pizza spots, not exactly worth it in New York City. You got to find places. So in the windows, it'll be a health code grade. If it is not an A or a B, don't go in, right? Then go in, find yourself some pizza. But if it's below that, it's probably a pretty gross place, according to the sanitary services of New York City. And then Times Square, it's fun. You just can't look anybody in the eyes. I mean, it's a different place. But overall, a fun spot, and comedy clubs I recommend. They're a lot of fun.
There we go. I'm trying to get into, I believe it's called the Comedy Cellar.
Yes.
I'm going to be trying to go.
I went to a Comedy Cellar in Chicago, and I could recommend. It's a fun place. Now YGC with it. Alex Jacob at the three-point line, fighting with Taylor. They'll pass it back up to Proctor. Now into the paint, going to work. It's Lineberger. He'll just kick it back out. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Proctor going to work. Spot up three-pointer for him. It rims out. Rebound. Shot clock resets. Quick spot up bucket. And that won't fall. And Alex Jacob picks up the foul. And it's just an unnecessary foul for him. You're 94 feet from the basket. No reason to do that.
Yeah, not my favorite fouls when they come on the other end of the floor there, Bridger. My youth basketball coach would always be getting on us whenever we would have fouls over there, saying they're unnecessary. They're easily prevented, too.
And it's just something you can't afford in a game like this that's this close and intense. You're going to need those fouls. Three-pointer from the corner, not strong enough for Grayson Smith. And it's going to be a turnover by the young game changers, and Legacy will take back over.
So we got William Bogus doing too many push-ups, and then not enough there on that corner three. We got to get everyone on the same workout routine. No extra sets.
Yeah, no extra sets. It's a conversation being had. We're trying to figure out whose basketball it is. So we got that all cleared away. Up ahead pass to Taylor. Taylor being guarded by Ozabase, he'll just swing it back over to Rashad McDonald. McDonald back to Taylor. Taylor into the corner to Asbury. Asbury being guarded by Proctor. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Kick out to McDonald. His three ball, you bet. Rashad McDonald pulls the game back within 7.
And showcasing that he does the perfect amount of push-ups.
Proctor now back over to Rushton Budge. Budge to Proctor. Proctor thought about the college line three. He won't take it. And burying the triple, Rushton Budge from the top of the key.
And the difference that one dribble can make in a shot is crazy. Rushton Budge able to gather himself and put up a dagger of a three.
Budge can't get there. Rebound by Ozabase. Ozabase, he'll just take the three-pointer. Pivoted all the way around. Thought he could try the three ball. Grayson Smith with the basketball. He'll pick up his dribble and hand it to Asbury. Asbury pump fake. His three. Yes! Back to a 4-point game. Caden Asbury electrifying his team. Proctor, his three ball. Stabilizing the run. Pulling it back to 10.
These teams just trading blows right now. It's making for some great basketball.
Asbury, his three ball. Almost like a knuckleball. Not much rotation on the basketball. Proctor with it. 12:40 left. YGC up by 10. Proctor calling for a screen. He'll hand it back off. Now inside. In 3 seconds in the lane will be the call. Was Devin Lineberger camping out. So Legacy, after the turnover, trying to pull this game back within single digits. Taylor, inside, kicks it back to Asbury. Asbury swinging it around. Now driving inside, that's Rashad McDonald. McDonald's floater hits off the back of the iron and falls into the hands of Ozabase. Ozabase with the basketball back to Proctor. Proctor to Budge, and then cutting inside, it's Daniel Briscoe. So Briscoe able to make the play. Bogus kick out Taylor, the no-look pass into the missed triple. An opportunity now for YGC after that missed triple from Legacy. 43-31, a 12-point advantage for the young game changers. Proctor getting it over to Budge. Now Proctor will dribble it up. Proctor the basketball. Patient offense. Thus far, they hand it inside, and it's blocked. Drew Howard got his shot denied, and then Rushton Budge comes up with the play, trying to get it inside again to Howard. That won't work. Chaos ensues. Budge has the basketball. And a timeout will be granted to YGC. Legacy coach can't believe it. He doesn't think that he got there in time, but either way, the timeout is granted, which means we'll be back after the break. We welcome you back out of the break. It's been an exciting game thus far. The young game changers find themselves up by 12 points. I'm Bridger Cruz, with me, Tyler Brewer. And for the young game changers, it was a timeout taken to preserve the possession. And now Budge passing the basketball back up. It'll go to Claiborne. And making the most of the possession, that's Drew Howard. Legacy working the ball inside. They find Turner. Turner in the short corner, kicks it back out, and a foul called. Looked like might have been a trip foul. Drew Howard will be called for it. Inbounded to McDonald. Now back to Martin. Swinging into the corner. Asbury will have a three, and he hits it. Shot will be called off. And that's unfortunate because it's a foul called on YGC. It's called on Howard. And the three was hit, and that's the kind of the tough part about that for Legacy.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're Howard, you kind of got to live with that. Accept that foul and kind of be happy about it almost.
Inside, Martin, the smooth lay-in. Taking off from the opposite wing, and he lays it in with the right. Drew Howard too strong. The rebound probably could have been an and one. Daniel Briscoe got struck on the side of the head. In the corner, that's Turner. Turner skip pass to Asbury. Quick pull three ball off the side of the iron. McDonald's the putback won't go. He gets another one. 2 offensive rebounds, 2 missed buckets. Nearly a takeaway, and it is a takeaway. Asbury pump fakes. Now he'll just drive in, take some contact. Not strong enough. McDonald. Finally, a putback goes for him. Inside, Drew Howard, too strong. Rebound pulled down by Martin. Rebound with the basketball. Fouling to try to preserve to try to get some subs in. So YGC will pull it off. They'll get their subs in. McDonald on the right wing. Less than 9 minutes remaining now. We're nearly halfway through the second half, and it's almost a turnover for Legacy. Skip pass to McDonald on the right wing. Driving inside, Proctor giving him 0 space. Inside, pass deflected. It will stay right here to hit off Devin Lineberger last. Taylor with it, top of the key. And it's a rebound by YGC. Now Proctor with it. Taylor with the takeaway. Taylor trying to run in transition. He doesn't have numbers, but he's got confidence. And he gets blocked. Now YGC looking to move in transition. It's Claiborne into a 3 ball from Jane Lewis, and the 3 won't fall from Lewis. But a foul called on Rashad McDonald. McDonald can't believe it. He doesn't really know what he did. But, you know, every player that looks like he didn't commit a foul probably committed the foul.
Words to live by with Bridger.
There's a lot of quotes. I don't know if any of them are worth living by, but I do give you a lot.
Respect the stripes.
Respect the stripes. That's a good one. Always respect your referees. They're giving their time and energy. Turner trying to draw the foul. And we're officially at the halfway mark in the second half. Claiborne had the three. He passed it up. Now into the corner. That's Jane Lewis. Lewis buries it. Jane Lewis, haven't heard much from him in the second half, but he's already making his voice heard. Taylor into the pass for the spot up three ball. Was Oliver Martin with the shot. Turner inside. Nobody expected him to be able to have that shot. He was almost too wide open. Claiborne with it, passing it ahead to Proctor. Proctor, the pump fake, he'll just get it back over to Claiborne. Now standing at the right wing, that's Russian Bogus and Alex Jones. Alex Jacob, excuse me. So Jacob gets the mid-range jumper. Taylor the basketball, top of the key. The floater won't go, but a foul call.
Legacy doing a good job of just drawing as many fouls as they can right now. They've got to start executing at the free throw line and getting more shots to fall. Down big on the scoreboard right now with under 7 to play.
Taylor hits his first.
I like that little shimmy he does right before he shoots it.
Everybody's got their own free throw routine, and some of them can be quite bizarre. Do you know, here's a test of basketball knowledge. Do you know what the highest percentage free throw form is?
I do not.
It's the granny shot. Statistically, it is the best way to shoot a free throw. It's proven by a lot of scientific studies. Now Claiborne with the basketball, 6:38 remaining, over to Jacob. Jacob, his three ball rims out. Ball fought over, it'll fall out of bounds. Then it'll go to Legacy. 52-37. A 15-point advantage for YGC, and they're pretty content right now. They've held that lead for quite a while in the second half as Asbury trying to cut into it. And rebound pulled down confidently by Daniel Briscoe. Now in transition, it's Jacob. Jacob can't finish. Claiborne pulls down the ball, and he got hit. He kind of had to dig it out of his own chest, and he still was able to put it in.
I was going to say, Bridget, that was a great play there by Claiborne. Almost lost the ball, had to grab it back in midair and then put up the shot, and he was able to make it.
In transition, the behind-the-back pass, and it's going to be a foul. Daniel Briscoe got fouled, but a smooth pass from Claiborne in transition.
Claiborne turning into a human highlight reel here.
Briscoe hits his first. He's been good all day long, especially on the defensive side of things, just taking up space and being a problem. Briscoe hits a second as well, a 19-point game. Taylor at the top of the key. Asbury thought about the three. He'll drive in, take the jumper. Hits off the side of the iron. Ozabase pulls down the board. Now it's a fast break opportunity for YGC, and the ball gets stripped, and it'll go to Legacy.
Fans not happy with that call there. What'd you see, Bridger?
I think it's the right call. It was hit out of bounds by Legacy, yes, but then YGC, and it was Ozabase, he was the last one to hit the basket. He was trying to get it back in bounds. As Asbury saves it back in bounds, another chance at it. Now it's YGC with the basketball. Inside, moving in, the shot won't fall. Rebound pulled down by Asbury. Asbury with it, transition three-pointer, not strong enough. Bogus fighting for the rebound, he'll get it. Now Taylor back out to Asbury. Asbury trying the second time, and he'll get it. Asbury not giving up yet. Oza base with it, and he lays it in. Asbury, another three-pointer for him. Left wing triple, and he's pulled his team back within 13. Proctor the basketball. Now quickly in transition to Asbury, and Asbury. So now Legacy starting to really gain some momentum. Only down by 11, 58-47. 3-2 zone in action. In the corner, spot up three ball, not strong enough, ball knocked around. The shot was put up initially by Daniel Briscoe. It'll be called Legacy basketball. 4 minutes remaining. Down by 11, Legacy, a tall task if they want to try to come back into this one.
Yeah, and it's going to have to start with getting another guy hot. Asbury started to heat up here with 2 big threes and then a fast break layup. But someone else is going to have to step up for Legacy too, especially if YGC is able to start defending Asbury. 2-3 zone being shown here by YGC.
YGC in that 2-3 zone. It allows McDonald's to shoot the three ball, and it looks like that's something they'll live with. Briscoe passing the basketball outside and a smooth lay-in from Rushton Budge. Asbury, another spot up three. He's got it. Somebody's going to have to guard him because right now he is lighting it up from the three-point line, and we're back to a 10-point game, 60-50. Legacy not done yet here in Norman. Legacy only down by 10, showing signs of life, and it's Caden Asbury with the defibrillator. YGC and Caden Asbury with the basketball. A possession score here would help kind of stabilize them and minimize this Legacy run. The three ball won't fall. It's knocked around, rebounded by Budge. Claiborne pulls it back down. Another chance at it here. Less than 3 minutes left and 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Alex Jacob the basketball. Kicks it back out to Claiborne. Claiborne pump faking back to the three-point line. Keeps his dribble alive. Hands it inside. And Jaden Lewis hits the deck and gets the reverse layup to go. 62-50. Asbury. Three-pointer. Why not? Holy cow. We're back within one. Single-digit points.
Asbury cannot miss right now. Very impressive. Someone on YGC is going to have to step up and guard him.
62-53. Legacy continues to roll, and now Claiborne hands it back to Lewis. Claiborne with it. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Guarded tightly by Grayson Smith. 5 seconds. Driving inside, a foul called, and that'll help reset the shot clock. So Daniel Briscoe, they were looking for him in the corner for the three.
So I'm going to take some time real quick to discuss the shot clock situation.
It should reset. Yeah, it should go to 14 seconds.
They're going to play with 30.
Yes, they'll just keep it at a fully reset shot clock. Interesting. You can see the defense though from Smith. That's going to kill some time as Claiborne continues to move the basketball around. We're under 2 minutes to play. Claiborne with it, the ball handoff to Rushton Budge. Budge with it, driving inside. And the foul will be on the floor. Yeah. So an inbound and another shot clock reset. 1:52 left and a full 30 seconds on the shot clock when Claiborne has the basketball up by 9. And at this point, you really can't start taking your time. If you can bleed 30 seconds off of the clock, that'd be huge.
Absolutely, and just like you said, bleed clock. Do not turn the ball over.
Rushton Budge with it. Budge will put up the shot, heavily contested. He gets his own offensive rebound, and he's fouled.
And I understand Rustin Budge there wants to go and get the putback, but you hit the rim. You reset the shot clock, kick it out, bleed more time. You got a Legacy team that's hot right now. Caden Asbury cannot miss from beyond the arc. Just take your time, reset things. Do not let them get the chance to get the ball back. But I also understand wanting to score the basketball.
First free throw missed by Rushton Budge. We saw this problem with Team Oklahoma. They allowed the KC Spurs to get back into this game because they missed free throws late.
That was a game. I did not think the Spurs were going to be able to come back, but they were able to generate big plays late in the game. Huge comeback from them. Ultimately, we're not able to get it done in overtime, but very impressive outing from them.
1:30 remaining, a 10-point game. Asbury, his three ball won't fall. McDonald pulls down the offensive rebound, and it's an and one opportunity coming. Rashad McDonald muscling his way through, and he's going to the line.
Are you getting flashbacks yet, Bridger?
Really looking really familiar to that KC Spurs game.
If Asbury can stay hot from beyond the arc and his teammates can score around him and execute at the free throw line, we could see a big comeback.
McDonald misses the free throw. Ozabase nearly gets the ball stripped from him by Asbury. And a timeout taken. 1 second was left. Right around, it was really, really close between a backcourt violation. So a timeout by YGC to keep this possession alive. And right now for Legacy, you've got to have a good possession here, and you've got to be able to box out, force a miss, and then go back down and score quickly.
Absolutely, and if you're on the other side of things for Legacy too, you got, like you said, Bridger, just keep the pressure on. You got to keep it going. For YGC though, just get the ball on the other side of the court, take your time with it. You are in no rush. You're up on the scoreboard by multiple possessions. Just take your time, be smart with the basketball, and be smart with where you go for it. Expect to get fouled here. Try and get the ball into the hands of your best free throw shooter, and just be confident. You're in control of this game.
Yeah, they are, and I think that's a really important point as well, that they do have a lot of control in this game right now. It's like you said, be smart with the basketball. Don't make any rash decision, and be prepared for a lot of contact. That's going to be important as well.
Legacy has 2 fouls to give.
The inbound right in front of your viewing screen. They're going to show the trap right away. Claiborne able to get it off to Budge. Good move from Claiborne to keep it alive, and it's just going to be more of this kind of trying to bleed the clock out. And a foul going to be called. So Budge was hit. 53.2 seconds left. Full 30 seconds on the shot clock again. Ozabase inside, pump fakes, he can't lay it in. Rebound pulled down, and a foul called, and heading to the line now is Daniel Briscoe. So YGC elects to go fast. They find an open Ozabase. He can't hit it, but Briscoe, the offensive rebound, keeps things interesting. First free throw is no good, but 2 free throws. They will have 2, so a little bit of confusion. Both teams are in the bonus, though, 7 fouls apiece.
For YGC here, you got to make your free throws.
So delay of game is called. So the delay of game was called on Asbury as he was waving his arms in front of the shooter. So trying to get creative, and it ends up working out. Next time, though, I'd assume that's probably going to be a technical. So Legacy loses it out of bounds. And it's last touch by them, and a huge turnover. 41.1 seconds left, and man, that just felt like the possession where they had to score. Ozabase with the basketball. He'll drive in and lay it in and put it back up to 10, and you got to feel like here, Tyler, that might have been it.
That could be the dagger in this one, as Legacy will go to the line shooting 1-and-1.
So Legacy a 1-on-1 opportunity, and this is kind of what you like to see at the moment. If you're YGC, they're not going to get a 3. You're going to give them the 1-and-1. Then they're going to be able to go down on offense and keep killing more clock.
And the shot clock will be turned off for the rest of this one.
At 27.8 seconds left. It's been fun. It's been tight. It's been physical. It's been competitive. And it's not quite over yet. Ozabase going to be fouled immediately. So that'll send the young game changers to the line. And Ozabase takes his spot to ice this game. Ozabase, the front end of the 1-and-1. He can't hit it. Rebound pulled down by Legacy. Now talk about a must-score possession. This is it. Asbury with the basketball. He'll heave up a three-pointer, gets his own rebound. Goes back out to the three-point line, loses the basketball. Proctor pulls it down. Now to Ozabase, 12 seconds left, and that will do it. The exclamation point jam. 67-57. Both teams still playing. Now Claiborne's got it. 3 seconds left, and that will do it. Ozabase, he'll take the three-pointer to end it, and he hits it. 5-point run for him to end the game, 70-57 after an electrifying ending for the young game changers.
Yeah, YGC came out ready to score a couple big threes early in the game, got them their lead, and then they were able just to play smart and confidently and continue building upon their lead and hold off a potential comeback effort.
And with that, we say so long from Norman. I'm Bridger Cruz, with me, Tyler Brewer, and you've been watching the Nxtpro YouTube channel.